Hey everybody, Crafting Journey here, coming to you today from France, according to my granddaughter. A huge thank you to Narita. She made me this beautiful scarf. I love the colors. I've got my Hope for Spring here, and as instructed by my granddaughter, I had to wear a bra today. She said, "There will be no nipples, Grandma." Okay, yeah, that's the relationship that we have. So, because we're going to go to the post office. Everybody who's expecting a package, it's going to get mailed today. Yay. Okay. So, that color that I said I was missing, I found it. It was on this desk. Yep. I knew it was. So we got to fill in everything with this color. Did you guys have a good Friday? I did. I went and picked up Malia. Spent some time with my son and daughter-in-law, chit-chatted. My son is having an official retirement ceremony in June from the Air Force. I'm so excited. And then my grandson, they're going to do a full-blown graduation for the seniors, so I'm going to get to go to that. So some exciting stuff coming up here in the next few months. Yes. So I had many choices today for what national day it is. Now, so I put it to a vote, and Malia chose the winner. So I won't read them all to you, but one of them was National Kahlua Day. Now, that's the one I would have gone with, but she went with National Strawberry Day. Yes, how cool is that? Strawberries. I'm just looking at the picture of them and they look so yummy. Um, I did not know they were part of the rose family and that there are 600 varieties of strawberries. Here comes Jake. Hi, buddy. He's like, wait a minute, you started the show without me? Hi. He's going to take his place. There he goes. He's ready for the show. He's pissed. Like, what? I woke up and he wasn't in the bed. I don't know how he got down last night. He doesn't usually jump off the bed. I think Malia took him down and doesn't remember it. She says she didn't, but I think she did. Anyway. Oh, also, Narita sent me this blue wax to try. And this came from Diamond Drills USA. So we're going to give this a try. I'm always in for, I'll try anything. Just give it to Rebecca. She'll try it. Why not? Oh, back to National Strawberry Day. So 600 varieties. Nobody is really sure how they got named strawberries. There's a couple of theories that one is that the farmers that grew strawberries would put straw, surround the plants with straw that would, keep them safe during the winter months and keep bugs and stuff out away from the plants. The other is that, children used to sell strawberries and they would put them on a bed of straw and take the cart around and selling the strawberries. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we love them. Oh, it kept weeds at bay. If you put the straw around them, kept the weeds from getting into the strawberries, which that's a cool idea. Excellent source of vitamin C and low in calories. And this is a fruit that, unlike bananas that continue to ripen after you pick them, strawberries don't. Once you pick them, they're done. They're not going to ripen anymore. So either eat them or freeze them. They're excellent frozen, but once you wash them, you've got to eat them because they're very susceptible to moisture and they'll start getting mold. So, um, yeah, wash them, stick them in the freezer, make some smoothies out of it. Yum. Put one in a glass of wine. That's always delicious. If you're into fruity wine, I love fruity wine, but anyway. Those are my strawberry tips today. Have you ever tried strawberry pretzel salad? There's a recipe for it here. I love pretzel salad. Oh my God. And strawberry pretzel salad is so good. So it's a layer of like graham cracker crust. And then there's like a cream cheese filling that you put in. And then you put the strawberries. Oh no, it's not a graham cracker crust. It's a pretzel crust. What am I saying? It's a pretzel crust. And then the cream cheese filling and then the strawberries are on top. That's not how I make it, but it's one way to make it. I actually use a Jell-O with it, but I still use the cream cheese and oh my gosh, yeah, because you crush the pretzels up and you mix them with butter and sugar. Oh my God, I want to make it. Guess what we're having for dinner tonight, Malia's? Ooh, I'm gonna make that tonight. Yum, strawberry pretzel salad. If you have not had that, oh. Anyway, it's time for Judge, Jury, and Journey. So, quite a day yesterday. The day started with the defense putting on their closing arguments. And he starts his argument with, next time I do it, you're not going to find me. That's what they're hanging their hat on. 10 years before she disappeared, 10 years, she had tried to commit suicide. And she told her daughter, next time I try this, you're not going to find me. She was very pissed off that she had been found. She wanted to die. Now, later through the years, she said, I really didn't mean that, and there's a lot of, I don't know how you hang your hat on that, but that's what they're hanging their hat on, that she said, next time I do it, you're not going to find me. Well, don't you think they would have found her body? They the amount of searches that went on was ridiculous. And even if she went, then you would have to assume that she walked beyond the radius of the search, which would have been at least 3 miles. In her somewhat deconditioned body, I'm not going to say debilitated because I think she was on the mend, but, in these heels, not heels, but boots with a wedged heel, I'm not buying it. Have you ever walked any amount of places in a wedged heel? Any kind of heel? No, it's not happening. I don't know. That's what they're hanging their hat on. So, they tried to refute everything. The state didn't make their case. Well, I don't know about that. I just wasn't, I wasn't swayed by, he didn't say anything that convinced me that he's not guilty. I don't know. I probably should not have made up my mind so soon. I don't know. But in any case, so the trial is done. So they send the jury back to start deliberating. And the jury comes back, oh God, maybe an hour later with a question. So everybody comes piling back into the courtroom. I have my alerts turned on the phone so that I can I'll know when something happens. So I'm there. Everybody's coming into the chat, and I'm starting to learn who these people are in the chat. It's kind of funny. So we're all going, oh, is there a verdict? Is there no? The jury has a question. So So the judge raised the question, and the question is, can they have a list of the evidence? And uh, yeah, can they have a list of the evidence? So they said, yeah, okay, you can have a list of the evidence. So that list goes back. So of course, it's going to come right back with here's what we want. They did not send all of the evidence back with the jury. So the jury had to request what they wanted. So a short while later, the jury comes back, and of course, now they've indicated here's what we want. So two of the things they wanted to see again were videotapes of the interview. The interview that they did in the jail or in the police station that was really, really hard to hear. I'm thinking, oh, and it's 3 hours long. I'm like, oh God, we got to sit through that again. Um, and then they wanted the interview where they're sitting at his picnic table outside the house and he's drinking the beer. So there was, so the judge says, well, we're not allowed to send videotape back with them. They will have to come back out into the courtroom and watch it. Because some of that video had been redacted, and so they come back out and they put on the police station interview, and I guess because they had the television when they showed it the first time was on the other side of the courtroom, so this time it was very much closer to the jury box and closer to the camera. So I could actually hear this time what he was saying. And again, he's kind of a belligerent. He doesn't like that he's having to answer these questions, and he doesn't know what happened to his wife, and he's surmising all this stuff, and but never admits that he did anything. So maintaining his innocence right up until the end. So I listened to that, and then they brought out the picnic table thing, but I fell asleep. I was laying in bed. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I fell asleep. So they send the jury back with the rest of the evidence that they wanted. One of the things they wanted was the phone records. So that went back with them. And then later they came back with another question. They wanted, no, was that it? No. Yeah, that was it. So that was around 4:30ish. So at this point, I'm like, I'm going to go get Malia. I think these people are done for the night. We're not going to get a verdict. So I kept checking to see if there were any more questions or a verdict, or, are they recessing for the night? What's going on? So right about 8:30 at night, Malia and I are watching this cute little movie. The jury sends back a note, and so everybody gathers to the courtroom, and one of the instructions the judge gives, and this is not unusual, is everybody has to say within 10 minutes of the courtroom. So some of these people probably would have loved to have gone home. Curly probably is sitting in a jail cell, in some kind of holding tank all day long, eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I don't feel sorry for him, but anyway. So, until everybody in the courtroom is released, you have to be within 10 minutes. And then what the judge does is he has everybody give their cell phone number to the clerk so that she can alert when there are questions and when there's a verdict and when they need to come back. And they have to be back within 10 minutes of that alert. So he brings them back at 8:30. The jury the question is, can we go home? Well, well, first of all, they wanted more evidence. There was, 4 or 5 things that they wanted. to review tomorrow, but they said, can we come back at 8:30 in the morning? So the judge is like, oh my gosh, of course. So he brings the jury in and releases them for the night. They're going to start deliberating again this morning at 8:30. Start in 15 minutes, they'll be back. And they're going right to the deliberation room and they're going to start deliberating. The bailiff is going to give them the evidence that they wanted. So Malia and I have, I'm going to go to the post office today and run a few errands, but I will have my alert on to, see if there's a verdict. If there's a verdict, I'll come to you live and I'll let you know what the verdict is. Or I'll just tell you tomorrow on the morning show that they're still deliberating. God, wouldn't that be weird? Not unheard of, though. Here's what what strikes me is this jury is really taking this very, very seriously. They are looking at all the evidence. I mean, they didn't just go back and say, oh, he's guilty, like I did. They're actually going through the evidence, which, here's what you have to do. They have to pick a foreman. The first thing they have to do is pick a foreperson. They don't call them foreman anymore, foreperson. So they pick a foreperson, and then historically, they'll take a little straw poll. Hey, what does everybody think? And then they'll, and we'll see guilty, not guilty, and they may be split. You never know. I would, judging from well, now you guys all said in your comments that you thought he was guilty. But if you look at the live feed that's going on, and I think they even put a poll on the internet, it was like 80-20. 80% guilty, 20% not. So you assume if you take that back to the jury, then they've got 12 people. So maybe four people are in the not guilty camp. So now they've got to go through all the evidence to see if anybody can be swayed one way or the other. There's even predictions that this could be a hung jury, that they can't make a decision. Which would mean when that happens, and it has happened to me, I was the queen of mistrials, hung juries. And most lawyers don't get a hung jury maybe once in their career. I had 3 hung juries in my career where they just could not decide. So when that happens, they'll come out, the judge will say, please go back and try, and there's an instruction that he will read, and he'll send them back to keep trying. Usually once, sometimes twice. But after that, the judge, if they really can't reach a verdict, the judge will declare a mistrial, and then it is up to the prosecution whether they want to retry the case. In my case, in civil court, you get a new trial. The plaintiff has to try his case again. But generally what happens is the parties will get together and they'll settle the case. The plaintiff at that point doesn't want to go through another trial, and they're usually much more willing to settle. So I will let you know what happens today in Judge, Jury, and Journey with the Curley trial. So you guys want me to cover the George Floyd trial. So I will cover that. Jury selection starts March 8th, which is next Monday. Not this Monday, but next Monday. So we'll have a week off. I'll see what I can fill in for the Judge, Jury, and Journey this week. Maybe I'll go look at an older trial and cover that or something for the fill-in. But they are going to be covering the jury selection. I'm curious how that will work, because you can't show these people on camera. Interesting, huh? I suspect they're going to bring them in a few at a time, put them in the jury box, and then just show the lawyers questioning them. And as it gets closer to next week, I'll talk to you a little bit about how jury selection works, because it's an interesting process. And in this case, it's going to be really interesting because, they're going to want to make darn sure that there's a good mixture of people on that jury. They're going to want to make sure that there are black people on that jury, that there are white people on that jury, that there are females on it. They're going to want to make sure that that's a really good mixture of the population on that jury, that the population, the peers, the jury of your peers is well represented. So it should be interesting. I feel like this is going to be my project for the next 2 months. I got to get to start. I have to start working on this thing. So right now, what am I working on? I'm working on Alice Lost. I crochet. I'm just doing the temperature blankets. I've started the wave blanket. I did not work on that. Like I said, I was going to. Yesterday, I was just so tired. I don't know why. I don't know. I was just tired yesterday between, I was working and napping and I don't know, I was really, really tired. And I even went to bed I think Malia and I fell asleep about 11 last night. So, yeah. So today we're going to the post office, then we're going to do some shopping. Shopping. I'm so happy to get out of the house. And today there is this thick fog out. It's really weird. I saw Lewis when I was setting up for the show. Saw him right outside in the driveway, so he's back. I don't know if he's unpacked his bags. He's not trusting that the weather's going to hold out. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, this day in history. Let's talk about that. Da, 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 da. I picked out something, and I don't remember what it was. Do, 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 do. Oh, there's that strawberry pretzel salad. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, so this is also trial related. So I thought that you guys would find this interesting. In 1991, February 27th, 1991, this is the first time that a trial occurs where they use video recreation and the judge actually lets it into evidence. Now, this was a case where these two brothers, they would live together as adults and they just fought like cats and dogs. So there's a 911 call from the girlfriend and she's like, my boyfriend and his brother are fighting, and then you hear gunshots in the background. More than one. So the police get there, and one of the men is walking around with a rifle. Was it a rifle or a gun? I don't know. A rifle. He's walking around with his rifle. So, and his brother's dead. So these two men were very, the Mitchell brothers had made a fortune in pornography. In the pornography business, they had a popular strip club in San Francisco, and, well, not anymore, just the one guy. So he goes on trial, and they decide that, they're going to try to prove first-degree murder, premeditated, because, when you shoot somebody in the heat of passion, you probably only shoot them one time. You don't continue. Like, he shot him and then waited a couple seconds and then shot him again. Waited a couple seconds, shot him again. So this is what the recreation is, that, the order in which he shot him and the time between the shots. And the jury didn't buy it. They convicted him of manslaughter. They didn't go with the premeditation. It's a tough sell. It really was. But that's the first time that they use video recreation. It's very rare that it is still used as evidence in some cases. They used it in the O.J. Simpson trial a few times, but judges are very hesitant to let that in. In some cases they do, but interesting, huh? So that is this day in history, the first video recreation shown at trial. I hope this fog clears up before I go shopping. I'm not shopping for anything major. I want to look to see if I can get a frame for a couple of these things. These things, the diamond paintings. See, I just disassociated myself from the diamond paintings. Especially the Alice in the Bottle. I just love that one. And I need to sew these on a couple of, on the things that I'm sending off. This is the little labels that I have that say, made with love by Crafting Journey. I want to sew those onto the couple of things that I'm mailing off. We did have a winner this last drawing. The winner came forward, so I'm going to mail that yarn giveaway off today. And I'm putting together my next giveaway. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so good. One of the things I'll be giving away is, this is going to go in the giveaway. One of these, I ordered an extra one, and this is going to go in the next giveaway. So that's going to be totally cool. All right, guys, that's the show today. It's a few minutes shorter than usual, but as you can tell, I've got Malia here, and I want to go shopping. This is not going with me because it's hot, but oh my God, I love it. I'm going to the Eiffel Tower. You can wear it like all different ways. You know, I was laying in bed and, you know, watching of course, Malia says I look like a grandma. She's like, oh, you look like a grandma. Look at all the pretty colors, though. Oh, my gosh. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow in the morning show live. Crashly has agreed to come on the show. Yay, we're going to catch up and see what Crashly's up to. She and I have been bouncing around some ideas. She's been working on her loom knitting. I've been helping her out. We're going to see where she's at with that. And she's taking it to a very cute place. So we'll see her tomorrow in the morning show. That will be at 11 Central live. I hope to see you guys there. And maybe we'll have a verdict today. Maybe you'll see me pop up live today. So bye, guys. Take care. Have a great day. Love you all.